Right, let's continue, guys. I've been really enjoying this. This is the continuation of the campaign I've been doing to help men to overcome their porn addiction, and not just to help them to overcome their porn addiction, to build their confidence, to get a real relationship, or to start improving their dating life, to improve their social life, to improve every aspect of their life. And I've got a full intelligent understanding of how difficult it is for men to overcome porn addiction. But everything is possible if you really want to do it and you put the time in. I've overcome it. I continue to overcome it. And what I'm going to do today is, as well, I'm going to answer about 18 questions that I got on my community section on my YouTube channel. So if you're new to my YouTube channel and what I've already said sounds appealing to you, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. On this channel, I'm all about helping people to conquer their fears in their life, whatever those fears are. And in the process of doing that, is self-explanatory. Most people are not aware of this. Most people intellectually know deep down that they have fears. We all have fears, and that if they face them, their life would completely turn around for the better. But a lot of people don't do it, or they don't stick to it long enough. My story was, years ago, I was the same. I didn't take action. I was frightened. I was insecure. I suffered with depression. I blamed other people. I got angry at myself. I got angry at others. Got to a point where I wanted to commit suicide at 25 because I got so depressed. I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any confidence. I was scared to leave the house. I was scared to talk to people. After hearing a Les Brown message, it inspired me, and I went out. I faced everything, and I became successful in many different areas in my life. But I'm not going to go through, I did this, I did that. I just can't be bothered to go through every success I've done. I'm not here today to talk about, look how much success I achieved. I'm here to help the people that want my help. Right, so I'm going to go through in this video how to overcome porn addiction, and I'm going to explain also how to overcome fear. Now, a lot of guys don't realise, or maybe they do, you know, the worst addiction in the world, in my honest opinion, is far worse than pornography. The worst addiction in the world known to mankind is not taking action. It's a bit of a contradiction, but it's true, because every time you don't take action, what do? Well, you go and watch pornography, or you go into another negative addiction. So that's the goal of these videos that I've been doing since lockdown started. I'm doing this as well because I'm a positive person. A lot of people, as we know, it's their choice. They would choose to be negative. You know, they'll blame the coronavirus. They'll blame any excuse, even if the coronavirus wasn't here, which is obviously unfortunate. There's a lot of tragedies, and obviously, heart goes out to everyone who's been affected by that. But it's still an excuse, you know, to allow anything to make you not be the best version of yourself. That's just a cop-out. That's the easy option. That's the weaker option. There's always an opportunity to be positive and do something positive with your life, with your thoughts, with how you treat other people. So I made a point already before we went to lockdown. I was going to do many positive things, one of which was I was going to put a video out on a daily basis or weekly basis, just like this one, helping guys. And it's not just about getting over porn addiction. You know, some people will say, oh, this, you know, you've done 18 videos, or you're doing so many videos on the same thing. Well, look, you don't have to watch the videos. I'm not making the videos for complainers and blamers and squealers and people that don't take responsibility. No one's forcing you to watch the video. Don't watch the videos if you don't like it. I make the videos for people that need the videos. It's going to help them. They appreciate it. I've had so much support. There's always more support than there is criticism. One guy on a Facebook group, I feel sorry for him. He decided to send me a long abusive message. I didn't even read all of it. And he called me a moron, and what I realised was he's really speaking about himself. I just felt bad for him. It didn't affect me because I've got a good self-esteem and confidence. I believe in what I'm doing. I love what I do. I love making videos, inspiring people. It actually motivated me more. I thought, I'm going to put more videos out. If negative people are telling me I'm a moron for putting these videos out and trying to do a really good thing, and I'm already succeeding, another guy said, you'll never succeed within helping men to quit the porn addiction. Well, he's already wrong, because I beat it and I quit, and I got a girlfriend many years ago, and I haven't watched porn once throughout the whole lockdown. I'm not showing off. And remember, I'm not judging any guys who watch porn, because obviously I could potentially watch it, but I choose not to. So for all of the negative, I reject your negativity. I reject any of that stuff. I don't allow it to come into my mind. I don't allow it to penetrate my own heart. And I just say, look, I wish you the best. I'm sorry that you feel that way about yourself. I feel good about myself, and I feel good about helping other people. Right. So, but yeah, the feedback's been incredible. I mean, the feedback's been incredible throughout the years I've been doing these videos and all the years that I've been teaching. It's a wonderful thing to help people and to push yourself in the process. Okay, so let's read these questions out, right? Because people have taken the time to write these, so at least I can do is take the time to read them out and say thanks. So I wrote a thing. I said, what's your biggest fear right now that you're scared to tell people? Because I know deep down, I've worked through this so many times myself, when you've got a fear and you're scared to tell people, if you don't tell people what you're scared of, you're never going to overcome that fear. Because if you can't be honest with yourself and others, you won't break through. So you guys are brave. Some of you said, okay, I hope I pronounced the names right, do my best. Rashid said, scared of being alone in my life and not finding the right woman that matches me. Scared of not learning what's required to attract a woman fast enough. I understand that. Shane said, not being enough to get my adult responsibilities together and become a man. I understand. Didn't really understand this one. Gentleman has said, I'm having just 50 days for my exam. Well, good luck on that. Well done. Is that a fear? I'm not sure if you meant that. One guy, I appreciate his honesty, he said, if I'm going to heaven or hell after this life. I understand that. I've had that fear myself. Ian says that I will never change and achieve my dreams and live the life I want, and I will die alone in a box of nothing. I like the honesty though, it's brutal honesty. Jay Kumar says, scared of having an intimate romantic relationship with a woman. Another gentleman, I really appreciate his courage and his heart. I'm a virgin at 20. There's nothing wrong with that, but I can understand how you feel. One guy said, I'm a smoker. Okay, maybe that's a fear. Another guy said, approaching girls. Okay, so I've read all of them out. So the solution to every single one of you gentlemen, the solution is to take action. That's the scientific precedent truth that I found years ago that helped me to solve every problem I had, with regards to relationships, social anxiety, depression, addiction. But I suppose I have to explain that if it was that easy, every guy would be taking action, right? When we're watching these videos. So how do we take action when it's difficult? Well, I always say it comes down to you got to really want it bad enough. And sometimes, unfortunately, men, it's been the same for me, have got to get to a point where they hit such a bad depression, which I don't want anyone to go to that length, but sometimes it's reality. They get to such a depressed place in their life that it's unbearable, and that's when they get inspired, and that can be a catalyst to real human transformation. That's what happened to me at 25. Living was too painful anymore. I couldn't go on anymore, and I was too frightened to end my own life, thank God, because I could have committed suicide if I'd have had a bit more will to do that, and I'm glad I didn't. And it got me off my backside, and I was fearless anymore. I wasn't afraid to be afraid. I just lost it in a positive way. I completely faced everything that frightened me. I gained so much confidence. It works. So yeah, I'm going to say the same things I've said in a lot of videos because they're true. I'm just trying to talk about different angles. So 2 addictions to conquer. One is the porn addiction, obviously reframing from it. And secondly, it's actually to take action. I don't think sometimes you guys understand what that encompasses, how beneficial that is for you, how much happiness that's going to give you and confidence. When you put yourself through a difficult fear and you get through it and you don't die, which you won't, you come out the other side feeling alive. You come out feeling all the things you wanted to feel prior to not feeling good enough. You come out with new tools, you come out with a better attitude. You can always tell who's facing their fears more, because usually, and I'm not saying this about a lot of you guys are positive, but there's some people, obviously, they're always attacking other people, they're always judging, they're always being hot, nasty and all that kind of stuff, and it only tells you about themselves. They're only talking out loud about how they feel. So the more you face your fears, the less animosity and anger and hatred and judgment you'll have towards other people. That's what happened to me growing up. I was a good kid to begin with, like most of you, all of you. And then I got some bad things happen to me. I started, getting angry because of how people treated me. I started to project it. But after a while, I realised it's a losing battle. I can't win this fight. I can't win by treating other people bad because I got treated bad. I have to, I can stand up for myself, of course. I'm not a pushover by no means, and neither should any of you. But going out and being violent or getting angry or hateful certainly ain't going to make you feel good. It's going to destroy your life. So it's not just what some of you say, overcome porn addiction. There's a lot that entails. It's really about facing a lot. So you do it gradually. You just do it like anything that you learn. I never just walked into the boxing gym and jumped in and started sparring. I hit the bag first for several weeks. I got fit. I've done some running. I've done some shadow boxing. Then the trainer said, come over, watch these guys spar. Then I came in and I did some light body sparring. So it's half contact. Then I did, worked on a stiff jab. And then eventually I did all out sparring. And that's the same way with fear. You're going to gradually expose yourself using exposure therapy, and you're going to gain confidence. And once you experience it for yourself, guys, once you get that positive reference point and that positive experience, you're going to want to keep going. In the same way that a lot of you and myself in the past, right, when we watch porn, we get some kind of buzz. It feels good. We get addicted to it. We keep doing it. But the problem with that is, it's a negative feel good because it makes you feel bad after, and it ruins all your relationships. It gives you anxiety, depression. Of course, guys, look, at the end of the day as well, you've got to take responsibility. You can't blame women because you haven't got a woman right now, because that would never get you a woman. If blaming women got a guy a date, then every guy would be in love. Blaming doesn't work. I tried it when I was younger. I tried to blame everyone, my parents, my school teachers, women, society, the movies. I went for a stage of doing that. That's kind of like the natural human thing to do. And I realized after many years of incredible self-inflicted suffering, didn't get me a woman. Women ain't gonna date men on the basis that he feels sorry for himself and he blames them. They're gonna reject that. You can't blame them. Would you want to be friends with someone who blamed you for everything that wasn't your fault and took all his anger out on you? Of course you wouldn't. So you have to have the intelligence to start making these changes. And when you face fear, it will solve these things anyway. All the emotional problems that you're going through right now, they will be addressed via you facing your fear on a practical level. It's such a powerful scientific practical precedent in that how it works, and it hits so many different angles with regards to getting you in a good place. It addresses a lot of emotional problems, and that's what happened to me along this journey, which is why I've got so much experience. I've lived it and done it, and I'm continuing. I've helped so many people. So it's understanding these things, focusing on the positive. Look, 2 things you can do in life. You can focus on every negative. There'll always be negative people. There'll always be negative media. There'll always be your own negativity. Or you can focus on massive amounts of positivity. You can speak to positive people. You can watch my videos. You can reject negative media. You can watch positive media. It's a choice. At the end of the day, no one's forcing you to be negative. You're choosing to do it. So today we're talking about the choices that we make. Are we going to make the choice again to watch porn? As I said, no judgment. If you're going to do that, you know the consequences. Excuse me. Or are you going to make the choice to face the difficult thing? Because taking the easy option, it always feels easy because you get off the hook for now. Okay, now I don't have to deal with my fear. What is it you're frightened to deal with? It's not as bad as you think. As a matter of fact, it's nothing close to what you think. Get a pad of paper, write down what is the truth that you're scared to face. I'll share what was going on for me years ago, which I overcome and beat. Years ago, I didn't want to face my past mentally, emotionally, so I was watching porn to block it out. I didn't want to face the future, so I was scared of living. I was scared of the future. I was scared of the present because of the tormenting inner negative critic bringing up my past. And I didn't want to face myself, and I didn't want to face other people. And I didn't want to face the fact that, Well, it wasn't a fact, it was a negative belief. I didn't believe I was good enough to get a girlfriend. I didn't think a woman would go out with me. I thought I wasn't enough. And I didn't want to face that fully. So that's what got me addicted to porn. When I decided, no, I'm going to turn a different direction, I'm going to face everything. I'm going to face myself, I want to face my past, I'm going to face the future, I want to face the present, I want to face the pain. And I went into it. What did I do? I went out, I started socialising, I started being honest with women. I got rejected at the start. It was good though, because I got to face something that I thought I couldn't handle, and I could handle rejection. So can you. Because when you're watching porn, you're already rejecting yourself. So it's just a different form of rejection, but it's a rejection that's going to lead to something better, success. And then what happened to me was, about a year later, 12 months, something around that, my confidence started to change, improve. And then I got on dates, and then I stopped blaming women, I stopped blaming bullies, I stopped blaming everyone. I didn't feel the need to blame anyone because I felt good about myself. Then I got a girlfriend. I proved it wrong. I proved I was good enough. So I no longer had that insecurity anymore. And then I did that in every area of my life, in career, teaching, so many different areas. So really it's about facing the truth. I can't force you, obviously. And I can honestly say it was easier, it was harder to not face the truth than it was to face the truth. Right, not facing fear is the most painful, hurtful, depressing, lonely, heartbreaking thing I've ever been through. But facing it, it's uncomfortable, it frightens you at times to death, but it's not always, but you get through it, and then you get used to it, and then you enjoy it. So it's just a decision today, guys. I'm going to ask you to make a decision for yourself. You're going to take action and face your fears gradually, or you're going to all in one go, whatever works for you, or you're going to keep watching porn. And and not facing your fear includes blaming others, blaming women. It's not women's fault. It's not. It can't be. It's down to you. And it really is true what I heard Jeff say, who mentored me several years ago. Jeff Thompson's got a great story. He said the problem with people today is, he said everyone's trying to change the world at the level of the world, but they can't change it. It doesn't exist there. They've got to change themselves. He said it's a great analogy. It would be like being in the cinema and the screen is not right, and you walk up to the screen at the cinema and you try and change it. Everyone's going to laugh at you. You can't change it there. It can't be changed there. It has to be changed at the projector. You have to go and change the projector, then the screen will change. I thought that was a great analogy from Jeff. So in the same way, what he's saying is, same thing I'm saying, you can't change women, you can't change your friends, you can't change, or you can only change yourself by working on yourself, and then you change your outlook, and then you say, oh, actually, women are friendly. Oh, women, they're not against me. I was against myself, and then you get a girlfriend. So women are waiting to date you. What are you waiting for? And it's like me, I don't try and change the negative people on the internet. I wouldn't even waste my time. I can't change them, but I can only change myself. So I put positive things out and I ignore the negative stuff. I'm used to it and it doesn't bother me. I don't get involved in it. I don't spend time. So it's discipline, you know. And if you're around people that you don't like, then stop hanging out with them. So it's all these things, these are all the things that entail becoming successful and getting over your porn addiction. As I said, the worst addiction in the world is not taking action, because not taking action will lead to all of the other negative addictions. Someone who's brave is limitless. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Become fearless, because when you do, your life becomes limitless. And I'll see you in the next video.